Right, you lot. All this nonsense you've been lazing about for far too long. It's about time we got ourselves going. Never mind Joe Wicks, let's do the Miss Ballet workout. Come on, we can do it. Right, ready, get yourself organised. Let's go. What do you mean you don't want to do the stupid Miss Ballet workout? All your friends want to go to Pride? Really? Oh wow, you really do want to go to Pride. Well, that's really good that you want to be part of Pride and you want to show how proud we all are, but Ted, I hate to tell you, but there is no Pride this year. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm really sorry. There's no Pride because they've had to cancel it this year because of the coronavirus. Yeah, I know. It's all very, very sad. It really is. But you're all dressed up now and all your friends are dressed up. So let's do the Miss Ballet workout. Oh, guess you don't want to do that then. Well, I guess I'll just have to explain to everyone what Pride actually is. So, good morning everyone. Welcome to today's assembly. And no, I've not replaced Miss Ballet because Miss Ballet is actually right here. Morning guys. Today's assembly is going to explain what all this rainbow flag is about. There's been a lot of them on the go recently, showing our support for the NHS, and the rainbow is all about being proud, but I'm going to explain that in a little while. So today's assembly, there's going to be a bit about, Ted's going to help, so there's going to be a bit about Pride and the month of June being Pride Month. There's also going to be a story about a koala and her two daddies. There's going to be the shout out. There is also going to be a couple of jokes and a song, and then you can carry on with the rest of your day. So, very special shout out to start off with today though. It actually goes to Mr. Solomon because Mr. Solomon has been a superstar. Every morning he has posted on the staff teams page a little positive message to every single one of us to keep us going, to keep us smiling, and it really does make our day. And an awful lot of the teachers have actually spoken to me and said, isn't that lovely that Mr. Solomon's doing that? So extra special shout out from me to Mr. Solomon. Thank you so much for that. We really, really appreciate it. So on with today's assembly. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hear just a few jokes. There's not too many today, but there'll be a couple of jokes. So here we go. So I've only got 3 jokes today, and they all come in from Cameron in P1T. His mum sent me a message and said he's dug out his joke book and he wanted to send me these. So the 3 jokes today come from Cameron. So first one is, what button is impossible to undo? Your belly button. Yeah, you don't want to undo your belly button. All sorts would come out if you did that. The next one is, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. And the last one from Cameron today is, what wobbles as it flies? A jellycopter. Well done, Cameron. Brilliant. Thanks for those. Keep jokes coming in, because every week we do a wee joke corner thing, and there's only going to be a couple of assemblies left before the summer holidays start. We've got this one, then another 2, and that's it for the year. So let's get some jokes coming in. So what is pride? Well, I've looked it up in the dictionary, and it says a feeling of deep pleasure when one achieves, and the achievements of those that you are close to. That's the first definition. Then the second one says confidence and self-respect by members of a group, possibly one that has been socially looked down upon on the basis of their shared identity, culture or experience. So what does that mean? Well, it's a bit like last week at Assembly. We spoke about anti-racism and how people of different colour, different religion, different beliefs, different cultures should be treated absolutely equally and fairly. They should be proud of who they are. Now, the pride that we're speaking about today is exactly the same. It's about being proud of who you are. But it's a group of people who, in history, have been treated unequally just because of how they love. Now, every one of us loves. We love our parents. We love the people who care for us. We love grandparents. We love aunties, uncles. Some of us love our teddy bears. Some of us love our pets. Love comes in all different shapes and all different sizes. Now, just as we love each other, there are people who love each other like my mum and dad. They love each other. It's a man and a woman. But there are people in life who love people who are the same as them. So it might be two women who love each other. It might be two men who love each other. It's exactly the same. It's just a bit different from a man and a woman. But being different doesn't make it wrong. It's perfectly okay to be a woman who loves a woman or a man who loves a man. Now, the pride that happens every June, it's about people who are proud to stand up and say who they are. So if they're lesbian, gay, bi, trans, whatever, they are saying that I am proud. Now, at the start, you'll have seen all the bears dressed up in rainbow colours. Now, the rainbow flag is a symbol of pride. Now, it started off as being pride in terms of LGBT. But it's come to stand for pride for our NHS workers, for our key workers during the coronavirus. But the rainbow flag, as I say, did start out as LGBT and pride in that. Now, every June, people usually go and they gather together, but we're not allowed to do that just now because of the coronavirus. And they all have a bit of a party. You maybe last year or the year before, you maybe saw people with all the rainbow flags walking through Dundee city centre. It happens in cities all over the world. That all these people who are proud, not just proud because they are maybe LGBT, but because they support LGBT rights. And they say, you know what, it's okay. It's okay to be different. You've maybe seen them all walking through Dundee city centre. And it's right that people say, I am proud. Because 50 years ago, there was a situation where people were actually treated really, really badly just because they loved differently. I don't want anybody in our school to feel that they deserve to be treated differently because they're different. Now, the work that we have done here at Downfield, 2 years ago, we were actually given our LGBT charter, the Silver Award, because folk saw what we were doing, because we made toilets that anyone could use them. We took the school uniform in the handbook and we just said, this is a school uniform. You can wear what you want, whether so long as it's purple and it's grey. We also made sure that the anti-bullying policy was changed so that anyone who was different to everybody else wouldn't be treated any differently because of that. So because we've done so much for inclusion and including everyone, whether it's LGBT, colour, disability, religion, culture, anything at all, we make sure that everyone is welcome at Downfield. So we might not be able to go into the town and go on our pride marches and enjoy the bands and everything down at Slessor Gardens afterwards. But we can still remember that everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. Everyone should be free to be who they are and love who they want. And everyone should be respected. Now I'm going to tell you a little story about a koala. A koala who has two dads and a party that she was invited to, and how she changed things to make sure that everyone was included. So here's the story of Carrie Koala. Part of the party. Carrie Koala loves to dance. She enjoys dancing to all different kinds of music, but her favourite thing in the world is to rock and roll with her two daddies. One Saturday morning, as Dad was playing air guitar, Carrie was surprised to see the delivery bird had brought a special leaflet. Carrie ran inside, excited to tell her dads that there was going to be a disco in the town. Carrie's smile faded as she read the words out loud. Mayor Emu of Sunny Springs invites you to a mummy and daughter disco to celebrate the love between mummies and daughters. Bring your mummy along for a boogie and show them how much you care. But I don't have a mummy in my family, she said. Does that mean I can't go? I'm sure Mayor Emu wouldn't want you to miss the disco, said Daddy kindly. Why don't you go ask Katie what she's going to do? I bet she'll want to take her grandma. Carrie went next door to see her best friend, Katie Kangaroo. Katie lived with her grandma and loved to dance as much as Carrie did. I definitely want to go, said Katie excitedly. My gran has some amazing dance moves. It shouldn't matter that she's not my mum. At school, Carrie and Katie asked if anyone else was going to the disco. Carla Crocodile started to cry. My mummy will be at work, she sniffed. What if your big sister could take you? Suggested Carrie. But the leaflet says it's for mummies, said Carla as she walked away sadly. That night, Carrie went to her room feeling cross that the disco leaflet had made her, Katie and Carla feel so unwelcome. She wondered if anyone else would be feeling the same. The next day, she decided to call a meeting for anyone who was also feeling left out. She spread the word and then waited by the lake for them to turn up. Slowly, Carrie's friends started to arrive. She was amazed at how many of them had come along. They were all upset about the disco too. The platypus twins, Pablo and Paula, just loved discos and they wanted to take their mummy dancing together. It's not fair that it's only for daughters, Pablo said. What about everybody else? Yeah, what about us, said Eric Igna and Levi Lizard. Wanda Wombat was looked after by her dad and didn't have a mum. She wanted to take her dad to the disco to celebrate their happy little family. Deborah Dingle was confused about whether she would be allowed to bring both of her mummies. I can't just choose one, she said anxiously. I love them both so much. Keely Kookaburra had been adopted by a family of galahs and lived with her mum, dad, 2 grannies, grandpa, 4 aunties, 5 uncles and 12 cousins. But everyone in my family loves and helps me. I want to bring them all, she said. Carrie went home feeling determined to make sure that all of her friends and their families could be part of the party. She told Dad what had happened at the meeting. Why don't you write a letter to the mayor? Suggested Dad. Carrie sat down and wrote a letter, telling the mayor about all the different families who would not be included at his disco. She posted the letter and waited. A few days later, an envelope arrived addressed to Carrie. It had the official stamp of the mayor's office. Carrie felt very nervous, but with Dad and Daddy by her side, she opened the letter.
Dear Carrie, thank you so much for your lovely letter. I'm sorry that I made you feel unwelcome at the disco. I wanted to celebrate all the wonderful mummies and the care they give. But I realise now that it's not just mummies who love and help us. I want everyone to feel they can come and celebrate the love in their family, whatever that looks like. I am thrilled that so many of your friends would like to come to the disco. I would be very grateful if you would help me to deliver a few leaflets that I have designed. Thank you for helping to make the disco a true celebration of love. I look forward to seeing you there. Yours sincerely, Mayor Emu. Carrie handed out the leaflets to all of her friends. Dad and Daddy felt proud of their kind and thoughtful little koala. All that was left to do was choose which disco outfits to wear and for Carrie, Daddy and Dad to practice their dance moves. That night, the town was lit up with disco lights and the sound of party music floated through the air. Carrie looked at Dad and Daddy with a smile. This is the best disco ever, she said, and the best part of all is having you both here to share it with me.
What do you do when you trip up? What do you do when you stumble?
So it's now time for our shout outs for this week. A couple of shout outs before we actually get into the pictures. One is for Jack Menzies in P4B. Now, Jack has been finding it really, really tricky to actually do some of his schoolwork at home. However, he has been doing his absolute best and he's tried to stay positive and he's been working really, really hard at some of the tasks that he's been set. He would love to say hi to all his school friends and his teachers, and he absolutely loves watching the assembly. So well done to you, Jack. I know that it's difficult times, but you're doing a brilliant job. Well done. Also, shout out to Reese Scobie in P7S. He was in the garden last week and he hurt his leg and he ended up having to get stitches, 5 stitches in his leg, but he's an absolute trooper. He's been online doing all his work, even with stitches in his leg. So well done to you, Reese. And another shout out is to Paige Jones in primary 4D. I would just like to say a huge well done to you, Paige, for achieving the targets that you've been set at home. So well done, super proud of you. So let's move on to this week's shout outs. So I'm going to start with the nursery this week. We have Jessie in the nursery. She looks as if she is ready for the Great British Bake Off. Those cakes look absolutely delicious and I'm loving your outfit. Well done. We've also got Charlie in the nursery as well, who has been growing his own potatoes. So fantastic. Well done, Charlie. So more from the nursery. We have Zara, who you can look, if you look very carefully, you will see she's got a tiny new hamster. So she says, I have been caring for my new hamster. We've also got Anne Marie. I've been doing some rock climbing. That looks like serious hard work there, Anne Marie. Good to see you've got your helmet on because we don't want you to fall. Then Finley's looking very swish there. I was being dressed up by my sisters. Looking good, Finley. Moving on to kids in the school now. So we've got Archie Torrey and Lewis Anderson McGuinness. And you will see there's lots and lots of study ladder certificates. We even have a platinum one for Lewis. So what they have to say is we have been really busy on study ladder. 2 gold trophies and a platinum certificate. Lewis even got a bronze ribbon. He did so well. We have also been checking out the tadpoles and the strawberries in our garden. So well done, guys. Keep up the good work. Super proud of you. Next, we have Miles in P1T, and he says, I decorated stones for a treasure hunt in the hub. And Ryan in P1G says, shh, I'm concentrating. I've been helping Miles on the computer. Well done, boys. Lovely to see you working so well together. Excellent. And we have Murdo in P3S, who says, I am chuffed. I got my gold ribbon on study ladder. And we have Callan, Gosha, Sasha and Evie, all from primary 5. And they say, we did a tutorial on Microsoft Sway with Mrs. Hill. We created our pages on the rainforest. So well done, guys. I think you need to give me a tutorial on Microsoft Sway. Brilliant. Super proud of you all. Elsa in P4D says, I'm super proud. I drew a picture and sent it to Blue Peter and I won a Blue Peter badge. Well done, Elsa. And we've actually got one from Mrs. Clark in P5C today. She says, I've been painting stones with the children in the hub. I made my own to represent Downfield. Beautiful, Mrs. Clark. Purple with the rainbow butterfly. Absolutely love it. Well done, you two. Also have Zara in P3. And Zara says, I have started my cycling challenge where I will circle 149 miles to raise money for Dundee United Community Trust Festive Friends. So well done, Zara. That is a great charity you work with. Then we've got Chanel in P5H. She says, I met a horse when I was out on a walk, then relaxed in my hot tub. Me and my sister went on a dog walk with my mum. Then we saw a baby deer and a fox. Super exciting there, Noah. Love seeing the baby deer. Then we've got Leo. My self-tape was so successful that I might be in a TV show. Wow. Well, when you're rich and famous, Leo, just remember who all your teachers were, especially your deputy head. So that's all the shout-outs for this week. Remember, keep them coming in for next week because it's always fabulous to see what everyone has been up to.
So, that's it for assembly today. Now, Ted is about to do that exercise class that I spoke about. Yeah, you are, because you've been lazing about too much. And you can even see behind me, Poppy is starting to get involved. Poppy? Poppy wants to be part of the exercise class too. One pops, look. There we go. So, remember, everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. And be proud of who you are. Bye, guys.
That's all, folks.